T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, I knew that hell would not have him.
You are all my children now.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you God damn me.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today it's a Sunday Horror Hangout. And with me, as always, is Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mask. Dude, what is that mask? What do you got going on there, brother?
What's going on, Michael? I am stoked to be on here tonight, man. I cannot tell you, man. I have missed you, my friend. I have missed everyone in the chat. Dude, I'll get to the mask, I promise. I'm just a little excited. Dude, I hope everyone out there had a wonderful Christmas, had a wonderful New Year. I sure did. I actually just celebrated Christmas last night. You know, the day of. Mad Mom came down with that strain that was going around.
That flu.
Had to postpone. She was so bummed, but dude, we made it. We made up for it in spades. Everyone was together for. It was the first Christmas where everyone was together at the same time in forever. Like I cannot remember the last time. So it was just super special, man. And if I've always said, if I miss one weekend of the show, it bugs the hell out of me. If I miss two, I'm like tweaking, man. So I'm just stoked to be here, man. And like I said, I hope you guys had a great one as well. Dude, this is Corey Taylor, man. Slipknot mask at his finest. The artist of this mask, I'll have to get back with you on that. It has escaped my having a big brain fart on that at the moment. But dude, he's screen accurate as all hell, as all get out. And this is one of my favorite Corey masks. And you know where he got inspiration from this, Michael? I believe you could probably guess.
Tell me.
Okay, so the inspiration. Do you remember the Dr. Decker mask from Clive Barker's Nightbreed?
Vaguely. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's where he had like the buttons for eyes.
Yeah.
The zipper like for the mouth. Like if you go back and look at that and look at this, you totally see it.
Okay.
But just a sinister, like just creepy. And dude, I love it. I absolutely love it. But I will get the artist for you guys, man, because I love sharing the mask information. But yeah, man. Glad to be here, dude, and I can't wait to chat it up with you guys, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Nightbreed. That's one I haven't seen in a while, man. It has been a minute on Nightbreed, but I do remember liking it. I do remember, and I still remember the cover for it. You know what I mean? From being at a video store. That's one thing with me and covers I remember, because I was in video stores so much as a kid, man. Like it was just, I was always in there.
Yeah, and I remember Nightbreed in the video store as well. Like
it had the guy in a leather jacket standing in the front, and then there was, other people. Yeah, dude, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's one thing that Clive was so great at, was creating just characters. Like, what kind of mind do you have to create this dude? Like, that's where we got Pinhead, Chatterer.
First one that comes to mind is Pinhead. Yeah.
But he was incredible, man. He was incredible.
Yeah. So freaking good. Yeah, but I mean, that's one thing that I haven't got to do yet, is wish everybody a happy new year from Movies and Beyond. And look, man, like guys, it's a whole new year. And tonight we kind of get to kick it off. I thought, what better way to do that than to look at the upcoming movies that we're going to be talking about all freaking year, because there's a lot coming out. And if you guys noticed in the thumbnails, I didn't put just horror movies. We will start with horror. We will go through horror movies coming out. But I also want to touch base on some of the other movies that are coming out this year, because there is a lot. There's a lot coming out, and there's quite a bit to be excited about. One in particular that's not horror, Matt, that I'll bring up later, that I think that you're going to be super excited about. I have to see what month it's coming in. I want to say March, but yeah, and we're going to get into all that. We'll dive a little deeper into the horror movies that are coming out, more so the rest of the stuff. But I do want to talk about a few of them that are coming out that aren't, horror specifically, for sure. But I mean, there's a ton to be excited about this year. But then again, Matt, when we talked about this last year, there was a ton to be excited about for 2025. And it was just like, it all didn't work out the way that I thought it would, at the same time. But I mean, 2025, Eric and I talked about it last week. 2025 did have some moments, it had some good moments. But overall for the year, it was just like, I don't know. I feel like it was very mid-year for horror. I don't think that it was great. I don't think that it was absolute trash, but there wasn't a whole lot for me that was worth me remembering. But 2026 gonna be our year. I'm telling you.
I totally agree with you on that, Michael. Yeah, there was not a whole lot for me as well to really write home about in 2025, man. And like we talked about a little bit, I've still got to jump on the Welcome to Derry wagon. And dude, I'm gonna do that, Michael. I promise. That's coming soon.
You need to get on that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say real quick, as far as 2025 horror films, I was able to give Conjuring 4 a second viewing. And after the second viewing, it went above part 3. It beat out The Devil Made Me Do It. I think it's a pretty solid film. Just wanted to put that out there. And one thing I'll say, Michael, and I'm sure you can agree, what I'm very much going to miss is Patrick and Vera Farmiga playing Ed and Lorraine Warren. Like that was a big part of our lives as horror fans for a long time. And I'm seriously going to miss that, man.
Yeah, 12 years, man. You got to think the first Conjuring came out in 2013. It ended in 25. You know what I mean? That's 12 years. 12 years of these characters that we got used to. And, we had 4 Conjuring movies. They also made appearances in, some of the spin-off movies as well. They were in Annabelle Comes Home. They were in Annabelle Comes Home a decent amount.
Yeah.
I believe they were in the first Annabelle as well at the end, because the end of the first Annabelle, it was one of the Annabelles they were in at the end, where it was showing them, in the apartment, talking to the girls at like the beginning of the first Conjuring, which was, them just showing them, the part from the first Conjuring, but they were still in the movie, right? We got used to those characters playing that role, man. And it, now it's over. It is kind of sad to see them go. But if I had to guess, if the Conjuring franchise, if that show, they're going to do a Conjuring show on HBO Max, if they do it with the daughter and her boyfriend, right? I feel like there's possible Vera may show up in like an episode or 2. You know what I mean? I feel like she may show up. Now, if like in real life, Ed passed away before Lorraine did. So it would make sense that, she would be on her own and then maybe make a cameo here or there. If I had to guess, I think she'd be open to it. I don't, what do I know? I'm just an asshole in Ohio with a microphone, but it wouldn't be too far fetched. I wouldn't say, if the show does well, for her to show up maybe on the phone or, something like that.
Yeah. I think a cameo with her would go a long way.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Especially bringing that, if the Conjuring show divides the fan base by some chance, right? Because we don't know. We don't know what it's going to be like, but say that it's something that divides fan base to where there's some people that like it, some people that hate it, bringing back that familiar character, it may bring, some of the older, God, Conjuring just came out this year and I'm already talking about the older fan base, right? It may bring some of the older fan base back to be like, oh, I heard, Vera's going to be in this one. Maybe I'll check it out, get more eyes on it to where, maybe people give it a second chance if they don't like it. So I think that would be good to do, assuming that it goes multiple seasons and that, enough people are watching it. And speaking of multiple seasons, I was looking up articles today because I was curious and, I wanted to know, well, Welcome to Derry was so dope. There's got to be a season 2, right? They got to be doing it. They have a story, but it hasn't been officially greenlit yet. The HBO Max has not made an announcement to say, yes, season 2 of Welcome to Derry is happening. It has been approved. No, they haven't done that yet, but all the things are pointing towards, yes, they are going to do it. It was very successful. They would be stupid not to. It's just they haven't made the announcement yet that Welcome to Derry 2 is going to come out. And if it does, I'm thinking of 2027, maybe at the latest 2028. For season 2 for Welcome to Derry. But, that brings us into this year. And every time I talk about Welcome to Derry, I bring it up.
You think it'll take that long, really?
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
man.
Because you got to think, they've got to film, then it's got to go through posts, then they have to bring it out around a, certain time. Like there's no way. It hasn't even been greenlit for pre-production yet. So yeah, there's no way that's a 26.
So shit, I got plenty of time to watch.
Yeah, you do.
So how many episodes were in the first season?
8, I believe. I believe there were 8. Okay. 8 episodes. That's usually what they do. I'm 99% sure it was 8 episodes.
Yeah, everybody on the chat, please chap Mad Dad's ass, because he started Welcome to Derry, and I guess the first episode or so he wasn't really that into, so he stopped it. And I really want to watch it with him. So yeah, let's give him some shit and see if he can't jump on board with that. And like you said, Michael, the first few episodes, most all the time, it takes a little while for shit to get going. So yeah, give it some time, but I'd love to watch it with him. So,
well, which is surprising that, and I'm going to try to say this without giving anything away, which is surprising to quit after the first episode, because there's something crazy that happens at the end, like ridiculously crazy. to where you think you know what's going on, but then you find out you have no fucking clue what's going on. And episode 2 is pretty much, I don't want to ruin it, but
that's Mad Dad for you. What can I say? I don't know.
Turn it on. Didn't like the opening credits. I'm done with this.
Yeah, I'm going back to Gunsmoke for the 15th time.
It's fine. It's fine. But no, Welcome to Derry, you know, for sure. It was, I feel like I've talked about this a lot on this channel at this point. But yeah, I was very surprised with it. And, you know, I had told, you know, and I've said this before, I told you, you know, like I'll be watching Welcome to Derry very close, you know, with the showrunner being Brad Caleb Kane, who's doing Crystal Lake. And it exceeded my expectations for that. And I feel like if I can get 50% of the effort that went into Derry, that it'll be something that's really fun to watch. Really, really fun.
That's good to hear. That's awesome to hear.
I mean, you don't think of Friday the 13th being a mind-bending thriller of all, like, you know, you don't think of it that way, but I mean, they have to start putting some substance in Friday the 13th. If they don't, you know, their formula will only work for so long. And it's the same with Halloween and Nightmare. You know, you can only do the same story so many times before you have to start throwing other stuff in there, or else, you know, it gets stale and people get bored with it. So I'm curious to see where they go psychologically with Pamela, to see, you know, why she did what she did, and, you know, what kind of, I don't mind a background story for Pamela. I don't whatsoever. You know, it's just when you get into Michael and stuff like that, that's where I get really picky with it. But Pamela, I think that it's supposed to be a thriller. It's not supposed to be a slasher. It's supposed to be a thriller. So if I had to guess, you know, it's going to probably focus around her losing her son and what that did to her, you know, psychologically, mentally. What it just,
dude, that sounds awesome. That sounds
dude,
awesome to me.
It sounds very Bates Motel-ish, you know, like that's what it sounds like to me.
And the possibilities of what that can lead into later on. Like, dude, yeah, we've had plenty of slasher Jason. And I mean, obviously we want more, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'm with you 100%. A backstory of Pamela, I'm 100% down on. And then, like you said about the changes, you know, with doing the same old, they also, you know, I think a big hurdle that a lot of these guys have today with, you know, when you're talking Halloween, Friday the 13th, you know, whatever it is, they also have, you know, every bit of two completely different generations that they need to try to get intrigued with these films. You know, the new generation, let's face it, the stuff that we love, they're going to look at it a little bit differently. They're looking for something, you know, a little different than what we're accustomed to with our old 80s slashers, you know?
Right.
So yeah, I think you have your hands full. It would be super exciting to do, but not easy by any means, man. Like, you want to, you know, give us that nostalgia we love, but also, like I said, take it into the new generation as well. And that's no easy task, man.
No, and I mean, that I honestly believe that that's something that Halloween 18 did very well. You know, you brought Jamie Lee Curtis back for the old people, but yet you kind of gave it a newer feel, right? But she was the same Laurie. You know, it was the same girl from the original. You know, she played that character, you know, obviously aging and, you know, changing with the times and, you know, what her trauma brought her. But that was their way of making sure that all the original fans were coming. Like, look, it's been, you know, 40 years. The only one that exists is the first one. So if you like the first one, come check out this movie. Jamie's back. And it's just like, hell yeah. And then the newer people, you know, who may not, oh shit, there's a new Halloween movie that, you know, that Michael Myers, there's a new movie with that Michael Myers in it. I'm going to go watch it, you know.
Yeah, that Myers that Grandpa talks about.
Yeah. And they're bringing it together, right? Yeah. So yeah, they did that so well, and it's one of the reasons, I would say, out of the many, that, you know, it's still the highest grossing slasher of all time, because of that, you know. And it's fucking fantastic. It's absolutely fucking fantastic.
You could never say that enough times.
That's great, man. It is freaking great. And one more thing I want to mention before, you know, blanket to hello to everyone in the chat. I'm so happy to see you guys. I hope that you guys had a great new year. There's no way I'm going to be able to catch up with chat, but I'll definitely give a big blanket hello to everyone that's in the chat. I see a lot of you there talking. I see Jerry. I see Russell. I see Kyle's there. I see Jeff's there. I see James there. I see Melissa's there. All you guys. I saw Teal Kit's there. I see that Who else do we got in here? I see Michael G is there. I see Jacob Ware is there. Jeff D'Angelo is in the building. I think I said Gina and Michael G. I think that I'll stay caught up from here on, right? I will stay caught up. But one thing I want to talk about that has to do with horror that's supposedly coming out next year that I can't wait for, man, is Halloween the game. So you'll be able to play as Michael or as the survivors, trying to get away. I was a really big fan of the Friday the 13th game when that came out, and I'm hoping it's a more updated version of that, with that Haddonfield feel and that fucking music. It's dude, I'm so excited about that. So I feel like if I'm going to talk about 2026 horror, I definitely have to bring that up because I know there's a ton of people waiting for Halloween the game. And if you haven't seen the trailers for it, it just reeks of the original.
The graphics are insane.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So much.
Wayne is in the house too.
I see it, Wayne. I'm so sorry, buddy. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you are doing well. I see John's in the chat as well. What is up, John? I hope you're doing well, my friend.
What's up, John?
All you guys had a great New Year, for sure. All right, so Bloody Disgusting was nice enough to put together an article the other day called 2026 Horror Preview. Over 50 horror movies we can't wait to see this year. Now, granted, that is, Bloody Disgusting's list of the things that they're excited to see, but there's over 50 of them. And you guys don't watch this channel for me and Matt's recollection of everything because I honestly fucking can't remember shit. But this is a kind of a way to keep track. And Matt, let's see what they have on their list and we can talk about some of these. Let me go ahead and bring this over. I actually have it ready to go, which is surprising for me. We will start with one. It looks like it came out already because it came out January 2nd. We Bury the Dead. I have not heard of that. I'm not sure where it comes in. And it looks like the
first movie of 2026, basically.
Yeah, first horror movie that they were excited about. It Bloody Disgusting. That came out on the 2nd. Daisy Ridley stars as a woman searching for her husband after a catastrophic military disaster causing mass casualties, who then return from the dead. So, story that we've seen before, but yet, always interested to see, how they do it. Daisy Ridley, if you guys don't know, she's from Star Wars, the 7, 8, 9, which I was not a big fan of, but it doesn't mean I appreciate a good zombie movie. Matt, I know it's not really your thing, but I might go ahead and check it out, see what they got going on there.
Yeah. And it's not like my go-to, but I cannot say that there's not a few zombie movies out there that I do thoroughly enjoy. So yeah.
Train to Busan's got to be on that list, brother. I mean, literally. Holy shit.
Yeah,
God, that's my favorite zombie movie of all time.
It is. Return of the Living Dead is on there. Yeah.
That's another good one. All right, let's see what else we got, Matt. Primate is coming. I want to see this. Okay, now you might think this might not be up Michael's alley, but Primate, The Strangers Pray at Night, and 47 Meters Down director Johannes Roberts revives the killer chimp horror movie with mischievous glee. It stars Johnny Sequoia, Oscar-winning Troy Kotsur in his first horror role. The plot sees a tropical getaway interrupted by a family's pet turned violent, prompting a terrifying bid for survival.
I'm in.
I'm in. And that comes out in less than a week, Matt. So a week would be the 11th. Take 2 days away from that. What is day? That comes out next Friday. So we're looking at Primate. I'm gonna add it to my list of things that I want to see. I think that I'm kind of excited about this one.
I also love both of those movies that the gentleman did, 47 Meters Down, and I love Pray at Night.
You had me at Pray at Night. I'll watch it. You had me at Pray at Night. Yeah.
You know how I feel about Pray at Night.
Hell yeah. Talking about the first movie, John was saying, I've heard good things. It supposedly subverts the genre. Hell yeah, man. Freaking yeah. James is saying, I want a Halloween movie. I miss Michael. They have to make more Halloween. Yeah, give them time, James. Let it die down just a little bit. They gave us 3 movies back to back to back. I'm hoping for the Halloween show. That's what I want. And if that does well, then they can make a movie out of it. But they're going to have to do something because it ends. He kind of ended. So unless you want someone like Corey Cunningham running around in that mask, you're going to have to let him figure things out for a little bit, make it somewhat believable. Let's see. Wayne is saying, Daisy, don't be lazy. I got you, my man. I got you. He's also saying, I love zombie movies. I have so many on DVD and Blu-ray. Dude, Train to Busan is always one that comes to me, come to mind for me. I think it's the first zombie movie that ever made me want to cry, right? So good. That actress in Train to Busan, that little girl, whoever she was, I hope she won awards, because if she didn't, like literally, probably one of the best performances I've ever seen as a little kid. I mean, unfreaking believable. Russell said, don't buy monkeys as pets. Got it. Theme of the day, right? Who needs a monkey? You'll end up in a primate movie. I get it. John saying the trailer for Primate looks fun. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Wayne said scene trailer looks predictable and not great. See, Matt, I don't know about you. When they were talking about a pet going rogue, did it kind of give you like a little bit of maybe Cujo vibes, only but with, not a dog? Like when I start thinking about pets that go rogue.
For me, it did not, but I see what you're saying.
See the connection.
As far as monkeys as pets, man, like if it can't fit in a purse, I'm not buying that monkey. Like, dude, they're so strong. They are, dude. You start talking chimps and shit, dude. They will rip your arm off like it's a twig. They are seriously strong. Yeah, I'm not messing around with no monkey, dude.
Haven't you seen Planet of the Apes? Haven't you seen Planet of the Apes? We know.
Yeah, they are, dude.
Hell freaking yeah. All right, let's see what we got next. 28 years later, the Bone Temple. That's coming. Useful Ghost. Okay, this one's intriguing to me. And it may be stupid, right? It may be stupid. I don't know. Thailand's official submission for Best International Feature Film at the 98th Academy Awards. Okay, so I just fucking ate my words right away by their first sentence there. Introduces an unconventional love story. It follows a grieving widower who discovers his deceased wife has possessed a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
Let me refresh this. Okay, let me bring this back up. My thing dropped off here. 1 second. Matt, I wasn't ready for that, to be honest with you, sir.
Can't do it.
I was not ready for his wife to
No, there was a time where my brother and we had just seen every horror movie that we could rent. And we started going to find the dumbest ones we could, the cheesiest ones, just to have a laugh or, whatever. And that would definitely be on the list. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
A possessed vacuum, and it says a possessed vacuum cleaner. Love sucks in this supernatural comedy. I might have to add it to the list just based off of its ridiculousness, just to say I was there, and that I've freaking seen it. Unbelievable.
Yeah. What do you got next there, Michael?
Oh, you don't want to talk about the possessed vacuum cleaner of his wife? Looks like Killer Whale is coming out on the 16th.
Okay.
Halloween 2018's Virginia Gardner, Mel Jarnson. Oh, that's a hard one to say. And Michelle Hope star in an aquatic thriller that sees a beach getaway upended by not a shark, but a killer whale.
I'm on board already. I'll be honest, man. Go on.
And that's really what they've got.
Okay. Yeah.
But dude, I always like those sea movies, where it's sharks or something's got them stuck somewhere. It's always fun for me. It's always fun.
Same here. I've watched so many cheap B shark movies, Michael. It's like a go-to for me when I don't know really what to watch. You can always find some shark movie that you haven't seen yet. Water, Deep Water, Shark Tooth. And the killer whale, a lot of people don't know this, but is dude, when if a killer whale comes into a area where there's 15 great whites, they will scatter. If one killer whale comes in to their area, dude, they are terrified of these creatures, man. They literally eat sharks for their liver. I won't get too nerdy now, but so dude, they're terrifying. They're absolutely terrifying. Way more so than the great white. So I'd love it to see it if it's, if it's done halfway decent, has a good budget. That'd be really cool.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Let's see. Teal is saying my most anticipated horrors for the month: Return to Silent Hill, Bone Temple, Primates, and Killer Whale. And he's hearing good things about Bone Temple. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Wayne is saying that title sounds odd. John is saying y'all want original movies. There you go, talking about the useful ghost in the vacuum cleaner possession. Hey man, when's that come out again? It's January 16th. All right, same day as Killer Whale. I wonder which one will be better
on your calendar.
I'm gonna watch it end up being a fantastic movie.
Hey, we'll go to the same theater, Michael. We'll split. I'll go check out Killer Whale. You check out the vacuum cleaner, and we'll talk about them when we get out.
I don't really know if the vacuum cleaner movie is going to go to theaters. I just feel like it might not. But if it does, I mean, props to them. Like I don't know. I might go see it. Melissa says there's only 2 movies that I want to see so far: Scream 7 and Ready or Not 2. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Russell says 28 Days Later is the best. Wayne says, hopefully it doesn't suck. Oh, Wayne, I see what you did there. James is saying a vacuum cleaner. What the hell are they thinking of? Boy, they really lost it. Hey, you never know, James. It could be fantastic. Wayne says Killer Whale, Brendan Fraser. I think it's a different one. I think it's a different one. John is saying, have y'all seen Dangerous Animals, one of the best horror movies of 2025? Dude, I don't think so. I don't even think that movie came up when we talked about that last week.
You know what, Michael? I am so glad to hear John say that because I started it. And for whatever reason, not that it was just, I don't know if it was too late. I got tired, but I started it and I did not finish it, and I want to go back to it. So that's cool. That's cool, John. You know what it's about, right, Michael?
Dangerous Animals?
Well, yeah, it's a shark movie.
Yeah.
Where the guy it looks like he kidnaps people, but they think they're on this charter. And he starts kind of playing with them and messing with them, dropping them in with sharks and shit. And so I wasn't sure if it was it looks like there's a little bit of campiness to it. So I wasn't sure if it was going to be flooded with that, or if it was going to be a little bit more serious of a shark movie. I'm not sure. John, you could let us know. But yeah, that's the basis. But I'd like to check it out, and John's got me a little bit more interested now.
Hell yeah. Wayne's seen it. He says it's good. Paula is saying I'm excited for Scream 7 and Scary Movie 6. Hell yeah. And I'm sure we will definitely get to those. The next one they got is Night Patrol. An LAPD officer puts aside differences with a local street gang when he discovers the local force is harboring a dangerous secret in the latest form of low life in VHS 94 director Ryan Prowse. Justin Long's in this one, CM Punk, Jermaine Fowler, RJ Seiler, Freddie Gibbs, YG, Flying Lotus, Dermot Mulroney. I'm sorry, I always say that messed up. John Oswald, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce Nikki McHugh. Whatever. So that's coming out on the 16th as well. Duba. Babysitter gig grows increasingly uncomfortable by the child's baffling behavior. On a found footage horror movie from Erland Hollingworth, Duba was shot entirely on a home security camera and draws on elements of analog horror popularized on YouTube. I don't hate found footage horror movies, man. I don't. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I like Paranormal Activity when it came out. But yeah, man.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I don't hate them.
I might have to check that out more. I'll do it. Mother of Flies, a young woman facing morality, ventures into the woods to escape death in the latest from filmmaking trio Toby Poster, John Adams, and Zelda Adams, collectively known as the Adams Family. Lulu Adams also stars in The Witchy Tale, so it looks like a witchy movie that's coming out on the 23rd. Maybe.
Yeah. Gosh, I feel like a lot of witch movies are misses. But there are a few I dig. Yeah.
We'll see. Let's see what it is. James is saying, better keep my eyes on my Dyson. The damn thing might attack me when I sleep. Oh God, please tell that story, James. I would love it. Wayne saying dangerous animals filmed entirely here in Australia. That's cool. He said an Australian shark movie. I like that, man. I like that. Hell yeah. Return to Silent Hill. I know there's a lot of people that want to see this one. I know they do. Director Christoph Gans returns to Silent Hill franchise with an adaptation of the beloved game Silent Hill 2. So if you're a fan of Silent Hill 2 is coming out January 3rd. What I do know about Return to Silent Hill is everyone thought it was coming out last year, but it is coming out this year, and it looks like it's coming out on the 23rd of January. So if you are expecting, or if you are anxious to see it, it is coming within the next couple weeks, actually. So we've got Iron Lung is coming out. A convict navigates an ocean of blood. A convict navigates an ocean of blood on a desolate moon via submarine in a desperate search for survival resources. Hell yeah, man. That looks crazy. That image looks fucking crazy. Looks like we got Sam Send Help. I said Sam Help because it's a Sam Raimi movie. Send Help. Sam Raimi from The Evil Dead and Drag Me to Hell is back in the director's seat.
Sam Help in here.
What's that?
I'm just playing.
He's back in the director's seat with darkly comedic psychological thriller written by Damian Shannon, Mark Swift, Friday the 13th, and Freddy vs. Jason. Linda Liddell, Rachel Adams, and Bradley. Linda Liddell as Linda Little. Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien find themselves dealing with a violent work grievance once marooned on an island. All right. Well, there's a Sam Raimi movie. That's
Sam Help is going on around here.
Did you see that Sam Raimi's coming to Scarefest? They already started announcing Scarefest people for this year. They started on the 1st.
So I did meet Sam Raimi. He's not an easy guy to get to. He gets a pretty serious line going, man.
Yeah, him, Ivan, and Bruce Campbell have been announced for Scarefest so far. And shit, it's only the 4th of January, and that's not until October. So they've already started announcing people for there. So hell yeah. World Breakers coming out. Let's see. Director Brad Anderson teams with stars Luke Evans and Mila Jovovich on a post-apocalyptic sci-fi action thriller that puts a family in the crosshairs of a monster siege that is destroying humanity. Yeah, I mean, that might be a fun little movie. Who knows? Dracula is coming February 6th. Luke Besson puts his own spin on the literary classic with Caleb Landry Jones as the blood-sucking prince. Christopher Waltz and Zoe Blue also star Danny Elfman. He composed the score for it. Dude, I always like Dracula movies. So yeah, I'll definitely check this out.
I love Dracula. I cannot say I always like Dracula movies, though. A lot of them just missed the mark for me, I would say. But let me know in the chat. I have to say this when Dracula's brought up. I think one of the best looking Draculas of all time is the Dracula from the Monster Squad. You guys let me know what you think, but son of a bitch, he looked good, man.
Very, very stereotypically stereotypical Dracula too. Like he had like the amulet,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
cape, and all that shit. Yeah.
But dude, if he wasn't spot on, man, I loved his look. I did.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
But I think it's so underrated.
Michael G is saying, I wish my Dyson would come alive just to sweep my floor. My man.
Oh shit.
Teal is saying, Return to Silent Hill is my most anticipated of the month and number 2 of the year. Been waiting for 3 years for this. It's been postponed multiple times. I knew it had been postponed for sure. I didn't know it was postponed 3 times. So if you are waiting for this, you're probably like, finally, we're getting this freaking movie. So hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Melissa saying also Thanksgiving 2 and Violent Night 2. Oh yeah. Wayne is saying send help sounds good. Yeah, it might be, man. It might be for sure.
Michael, let me ask, I'm sorry, a little bit off topic. Did you see a gentleman came in the booth this weekend, and I guess a remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night came out late this year, and he said it's one of the best movies he's seen in like forever.
I've heard good things. Yes. I've heard good things. Corey Cunningham from Halloween Ends is he's in it. So
I didn't even know it was out. Like,
yeah, I didn't know that it came out when it came out, but I knew it was coming out. And then it was kind of quietly released in theaters. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't a whole lot around it to be like, I wasn't getting a bunch of notifications on my social media saying, hey, this starts. But everyone that I know that's seen it has said good things about it. So I'm stoked about it. Definitely stoked.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know it was coming out. Like he totally floored me with it, but said it was awesome. Like, all right.
Well, yeah. Teal is saying we've all been waiting for Violent Night 2. Its predecessor was such a banger. Dude, I loved Violent Night. I absolutely love Violent Night. I can't wait for Violent Night 2. Hell yeah. David Harper from Stranger Things is in that, and it's great. I actually own that movie. Actually own it. Wayne is digging in there. Matt says Silent Night Deadly Night remake is great. I watched it in theaters. Hell yeah, man. I want to check it out too. I will be able to do that soon, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, Matt, it is coming. February 6th, we have The Strangers Chapter 3. They're gonna wrap up this turd of a trilogy, and we're gonna freaking get it. Will I go to the theater to see it? You may think I'm gonna say hell no, but yeah, I'll be there. I saw the other 2 in the theater. Why not just wrap up this turd?
I haven't seen the latest one.
Oh, well, you're not missing much, buddy. You can watch it 5 minutes before you see the third one, and you'll be fine. Rennie Harlan's reboot trilogy comes to a close, thank God, with Madeline Pretz returning as Maya for the final girl's ultimate confrontation with the masked killers.
The last one was you were not a fan, Michael.
Oh God. Oh yeah. You know I love The Strangers, right? You know I do. Part 2, it's like the first 15 minutes of it, Matt. You're like, all right, here we go. We're going somewhere now. It was kind of like the Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 drop off for me after the hospital scene. You know what I mean? It just takes a dive off a cliff.
Yeah.
It goes into backstories. You find out who Tamra is. Why would you tell me that? You know why they always knock on the door and say, is Tamra home?
I want to know who Tamra is.
I don't. I do not. And I talked about this last week. Okay. Why would they go in the backstory? They tell who people are. And it's like, what happened to why did you do this? Because you were home. Why did you do this? Why not? That's what made it so good. They were strangers. It could be anybody, anywhere doing, you know what I mean? But now you're giving me a backstory and a premise.
They give too much away.
Yeah.
I know Michael G loved it. I know he loved it.
This whole thing with boars and it's a thing. You should check it out. You might like it. Who knows? I might be full of shit.
Oh, I will. I definitely will. I love The Strangers. I'm very, very backed up. I'm very backed up, man. I need The Strangers too. I need Welcome to Derry. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Sorry, guys. I'm backed up.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not doing so hot on the movie front as it is for sure. But let's see. I got past that. Silent Night, Deadly Night is way better than its original. I watched both as a double feature on New Year's Eve. Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
we
man.
gotta check this out, Michael. Like people are
Oh, yeah.
raving about this film, dude.
Yeah, and it's a slasher, right? So that's fantastic. You know, that's great news for slashers. You know, Silent Night, Deadly Night it wasn't a big movie. You know what I mean? Silent Night, Deadly Night, I saw, you know, with my aunt, who's no longer with us, rest in peace. When I was a kid, I went to Florida to visit. She's like, "What kind of movies do you like?" I'm like, "Horror." So we went to the video store, and that was a movie that we rented, you know? So it's campy as it is, and it's not great as it is. I have a lot of good memories attached to it. I actually own it. It's on my shelf behind me. But hell yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be better than something new where they actually put a budget into it. It was actually, I would hope that this one is better, you know, overall as a movie than the original for sure. Wayne is saying the same premise as the original, but some things done differently and well. That's great. That's great to hear. That is great to hear. Wayne's also saying I refused to watch chapter 2 when I was bored by 1. Yeah, dude, you know, I have OCD. It's like I gotta see what
I'm
happens.
surprised that you went to the theater for chapter 2, Michael.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He says, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
I am.
I've done for both of them, you know, like I want to support it's the strangers, but
That's
at the same
awesome,
time,
man. That's
I
awesome.
paid my money so I can cry about it, right?
Michael, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna hit the restroom, buddy. Be right back.
I'm gonna pull him down there. Russell saying no Tamara can go away. I know, dude. Like, why would you give that to me? I don't want it. I don't want that bit of information that you're giving to me. I don't want it at all. Chapter 3, she becomes a stranger. Go to the background route because you have ran out of ideas and it defeats the whole purpose of the original movies. Nothing would surprise me at this point, Wayne. Nothing would. For all we know, she could be their long lost cousin, and then there's 4 of them now, right? It just wouldn't. There's not a whole lot that could happen that would surprise me at this point. It's something that makes no sense whatsoever. I'd be like, yeah, that's about right. That's about right. We'll see where it goes, though. I'm still gonna see it. Let's see. Whistle, February 6th. The Nun director Corey Hardy is back with Cursed Objects horror movie, The Whistle, which sees high school teens dealing with a deadly curse they're unwittingly unleashed when they discover an Aztec death whistle. Dude, have you guys ever heard an Aztec death whistle? Like, those things are horrifying. They sound awesome, but they are horrifying. You can understand why, you know, people would have been scared of that back in the day. But yeah, I mean, that's a cool premise of the story. You know, you don't hear a whole lot about, you know, Aztec death whistles in a lot of movies, or at least ones I haven't seen. I'm sure somebody in the chat's like, I'm going to name 6 of them right now. But yeah, that doesn't sound bad to me. Cold Storage, a quiet night shift turns deadly when a parasitic fungus escapes from the lowest sublevel of a buried military base in the horror comedy adaptation of the novel by David Colt. Liam Neeson's in this motherfucker. Joe Keery and Georgina Campbell star in the film, helmed by Johnny Campbell. You know, horror comedy about a parasitic fungus. That sounds like something I would have watched on Joe Bob's Drive-In Theater on the movie channel when I was a kid in the 80s with my dad, and we would have had a good time watching it. So I'm hoping that it's dumb, but I'm hoping that it's funny. And I may have to check it out. I'm not gonna lie. I like those kind of obscure horror movies that make me laugh, for sure. Honey Bunch. Violation filmmakers Madeline Starfewer and Dusty Mansolini. Twisted love story tests a couple's marriage when they check in at an experimental medical facility in a bid to reverse amnesia. Instead, mistrust ensues and signs emerge of the place where it isn't as it appears. All right, maybe. Russell talking about the Strangers chapter, or Strangers in general for the trilogy. The town being involved is just nonsense. It is nonsense. And something that I didn't like as well, Russell. I totally agree with you on that one for sure.
I don't like that.
The Trainwreck trilogy, aka this is the Strangers trilogy. Yeah, it's not great. It
I
is
don't
not
like the
great.
town being involved.
No, I'm not a fan.
And I didn't know that, but hey, I should have watched it.
Did you watch the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, town was involved in the first one too.
Very,
James,
very slightly, right? Or what were they?
yeah, I mean you could tell because you had the mechanics that fucked up his car on purpose. You could fucking tell that they fucked up his car on purpose.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
he knew it. So yeah.
Yeah, that is dumb.
Yeah. James says yes, they sound awful. Wayne is saying fungi. Yeah, there's Matt, I want to check this out. It's called Cold Storage, and it's about a parasitic fungus that escapes from the lowest sublevel of a buried military base in a horror comedy.
Is that Steve there?
It's called Cold Storage.
No, is that Steve there from Stranger Things?
I don't think so. Yeah, it is. It sure is. That is Steve. Hell yeah, dude. I'm checking that out for sure. Hell
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. I saw the
yeah.
blonde.
Good catch. Good catch.
That's funny.
That's fucking Steve Harrington, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a trip, dude.
Paula, if you're talking about Cold Storage, that's that movie. Russell said Liam Neeson is made for comedy. You know, I actually watched The Naked Gun today with Liam Neeson in it, and it made me laugh. You know, it was stupid, but it made me laugh. James says sounds like a 50s movie. It does, dude, in the best way possible. The best way possible. Wayne says magic mushrooms. Yeah, it might be. Wayne says after The Naked Gun, definitely. Dude, I like The Naked Gun. I actually watched that today. Liam Neeson's been in a few comedies. Okay, yes, Paula, it was Cold Storage. And you got Steve Harrington in there. You might dig it. Yeah, might dig it. All right, we did Honey Bunch. Psycho Killer. All right. Psycho Killer, I want to see this one. I'm looking for this. A Kansas Highway Patrol officer tracks her husband's murderer, one far more depraved and sadistic than she could have predicted in the Satanic Slasher, directed by Gavin Polone and written by Andrew Kevin Walker, Georgina Campbell, James Preston Rogers, Grace Dove, Logan Miller, and Malcolm McDowell Lomas are in this movie. And I do want to check this out. Psycho Killer, that comes out February 20th. So this is actually one of the movies that are on my list that I want to see for sure.
Yeah, I like that picture there. It looks just, I don't know, it's intriguing.
Yeah, almost kind of like a Silence of the Lambs type of feeling, maybe a little bit of The Collector, you know, a lot going on there. A lot going on there for sure. Redo. Erin Kelly travels through a parallel universes, killing her daughter's murderer over and over again, putting her humanity at stake in the sci-fi revenge thriller written and directed by brothers Kevin McManus and Matthew McManus. All right.
I don't know what it is for me, Michael. I just do not like films where they repeat themselves. You know, I just don't like. Even Groundhog Day I was not a fan.
What?
You know, Happy Death Day. I guess it's just me, but I'm not a fan.
Hell yeah. I got you. Let's see. Russell says, Steve, what? Yes, Steve Harrington. Cold Storage. I'm pleasantly surprised by that. Wayne says, Cold Storage sounds fun. Double feature that with the vacuum movie. Fuck yeah, Wayne. You know what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. James says, there's a fungus among us. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wayne says, sounds good. A horror movie. A more horror, The Brave One, watching this morning. All right.
If I'm going to that double feature, I want to know who's bringing the mushrooms and who's buying the popcorn, because then I'm down.
You got to end it with the vacuum movie. You know what I mean? I feel like you do. I feel like that's got to be the show closer. That's got to be the main event. Although you may like Cold Storage more, for sure. Russell said you just got to take a chance with movies these days. No, I feel like it was always that way, though. Even in the 80s, you never knew what you were going to get. 80s had a lot of quantity. Like there was a lot of quantity. once Halloween came out, then it was like every holiday was dangerous. You had Friday the 13th, you had April Fool's Day, you had My Bloody Valentine.
I agree with him though. I feel like I agree with you as well, Michael, but I think it's even just a little bit more so now. It's like, I don't know. You really don't know what you're going to get.
That's fair. That is definitely fair. Let's see what else we got. This Is Not a Test. Writer-director Adam McDonald adapts the 2012 young adult novel of the same name by Courtney Summers, which follows a group of high schoolers as the zombie apocalypse erupts mid-class.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got quite a few people in it, too. A lot of horror alum here. Olivia Hart from Hard Eyes, Froy Gutierrez from The Strangers, Luke McFarlane, Courtney Moore from Chloe Avatkian from The Devils in Disguise, and John Wayne Gacy, and then Carson McCormick from Clown in a Cornfield. Hell yeah, man. This is not a test. Scream 7. Scream 7 will be coming out February 27th. The second to last day of the month. Neve Campbell is back as Sidney Prescott, with the character taking center stage when Ghostface targets her daughter. In the 7th installment, she'll be joined by returning players, including David Arquette, Courtney Cox, Scott Foley, Matthew Lillard, and Mason Gooding, and Jasmine Savoy Brown. Sorry. Is also set to reprise the roles from the previous 2 installments. Original screenwriter Kevin Williamson directs from script by Guy Busick and Williamson. So, yeah, that's Scream 7, February 27th. I know that you guys are waiting for that one.
This is the time, Michael, where I would like to talk to the original cast, and my number one question would just be, when you got the gig, to be your Stews and your Billies and Sydneys, would you have ever dreamt that this many years later, it would be this popular, you'd still be doing it, so many people would want to come, because it's got to be so surreal, after that much time, and you're just gaining traction, and but yeah, that's my question for them. Just like when I said like to Nick Castle when he was doing the cameo and stuff, when you first got the gig as Michael, this is 30 plus years later, can you believe where it is today? It's
Right.
gotta be nuts. When they were making that movie, they were just hoping to make a little bit of a profit, and something happened, and this many years later, we're buying masks for $500 that look like a mask that they made for $7. Like, it's wild,
Yeah. And I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis can be included in that as well. Coming back as Laurie Strode 40 years later. It's like,
Yeah.
what's it like to revisit your youth and play a character that you were playing in your early 20s? You know what I mean? Like, that's
That
crazy.
you most likely thought would be forgotten within 6 months,
Yeah.
Wild.
And that's, one of the things with, Pamela Voorhees, that character, she was like, when I took this role, I figured it'd be gone in a couple months. Nobody would ever see it, so I agreed to do it.
Yes.
And it's just
Yes.
like,
Yes.
then she's appearing at conventions, up until her passing. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. Could you imagine if she was at a convention today?
yeah.
Dude, her line would be out the door. Like,
And I mean, one of her things, and she talked about this on Camp Crystal Lake Memories, and I know that you've seen, that before,
Yes.
where she was talking about, like, I'll go to these conventions, and people will want me to hold their babies and, do all this stuff. And she's like, why would you want my character to hold your baby? And, it's like the people were saying, like, because we understand where you're coming from, I don't know what I would do if that happened to my kid. So it's a lot of people relating to her. Like, you're just being a good mom and you're taking care of business, because they let your boy drown. I doubt that, she would ever dream of anyone saying that, when she read the script for that movie.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I can totally see. I can totally relate with that character. It's like, no, she's nuts. She's fucking nuts.
Yeah. Nobody's upset with who Pamela's killing.
No,
they're like, get that some bitch. Like, yeah.
No, that's fantastic. Let's see. Michael G is saying, I look forward to Scream 7, Ready or Not 2, and Evil Dead Burn. Remember, Michael, since you called Strangers 2 your Halloween 2, just remember I really liked Halloween 2 also. Yes, but let's be clear. When I call it my Halloween 2, I'm talking about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, not to be confused with, Halloween 2. So yes. All right. Wayne says 6, writing was horrible, and Chad is a cyborg. Oh, talking about Scream 6. Oh, yeah. James is saying, I hope that Scream 7 is better than Scream 6.
Amen.
Teal is saying, I like 6 originally as the best sequel, but now I have it behind 4 and maybe 2. Got you, man. Paula's saying that Thanksgiving 2 should be fun. I got you. The Bride. Have you heard about The Bride? Have you heard about this? Okay, so Christian Bale is Frankenstein's monster, and Jessica Buckley is the bride of Frankenstein. Director Maggie Gyllenhaal's 1930s radical imagining, inspired by James Whale's classic horror movie, one that will put the bride first in her own story. The film also stars Peter Skarsgård, Academy Award nominee Jake Gyllenhaal, and Oscar winner Penelope Cruz. So
they're fucking in, dude.
They're throwing some big freaking
fucking
names at this, right? So am I going to see it? Yeah, I'm going to see it. I'm sorry, but I am. Christian Bale is Frankenstein's monster. Jessica Buckley is the bride. Yeah, dude. I'm going to see it. I'm in.
Honestly, Michael, if you ask me, take out the names and it still is pretty intriguing. Like, it just sounds like that's what they need to do at this point. Like, let's focus on the bride a little bit. Dude, I'm down with that.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, not only is it something that we'd want to see, but there had to be something, in the script that Christian Bale, Jessica Buckley, Jake Gyllenhaal, Peter Skarsgård, and Penelope Cruz said, yes, I want to do this movie. Right. Those are big names. And they were like, yes, I want to be in this. I mean, especially Christian Bale. Right.
I love Christian Bale.
Yeah.
And Jake Gyllenhaal.
I like Penelope Cruz too. She's no slouch. She's been in some bullshit, but she's also been in some good shit too.
Yeah.
I mean, serious.
Yeah, that's a juggernaut.
Undertone. A paranormal podcast host finds more than she bargained for when she moves into her dying mother's house to become her primary caregiver. The slow burn liminal horror film stars Nina Kiri, Kristen Holden Reed, Michelle Dugan, Kiana Lane Biss. That's all it's saying. A paranormal podcast host finds more than she bargained for when she moves into her dying mother's house. Dude, look at that face. Amazing. Yeah, look at that face.
That picture looks amazing. Like, it says a lot.
Yeah, I might have to check it out, man. Hopefully it's a straight to Shutter deal and I can watch it at my house.
And what's it called again? I'm sorry.
This one is called Undertone.
Undertone. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to make sure I save this list so I can go back through them when this is over and start, because I've decided this year, I had too many instances last year where I was like, I want to see that movie when it comes out, and then totally forgot about it. And then when I look back at 2025 horror, I was like, oh shit, I meant to see this, and totally forgot they existed. So I want to make sure that I've got my list together, and I want to check these out for sure. Let's see. Wayne says, Thanksgiving 2, there are more leftovers. James says, yes, it sounds good. Wayne is saying Christian Bale is always great. I just watched for the second time, believe it or not. I just watched F1 with Brad Pitt in it. But I also watched that. I watched that back to back with what was the movie with Christian Bale and Matt Damon? Ford versus Ferrari or some shit like that? I just watched it, and that was fucking great, man. I absolutely loved it. Very good movie. Very underrated too. I think it was fantastic. Let's see. Gina says the trailer for The Bride looks interesting. I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't think I've seen the trailer for The Bride. I may have once I start it.
And what does her husband say about it?
He said no, it doesn't. So it's like well, we'll see. We'll see. We got Alpha coming out March 27th. The world collapses. 13-year-old Alpha returns home with her tattoo on her arm in the latest from writer-director Julia. I am never going to pronounce that last name. So, yeah. Okay. Hunting Matthew Nichols. God, look at that dude's face. He looks like he was hunted, Matt. He looks like he was hunted. Mark Tarasuk, I guess. Sorry for butchering names. Directorial debut takes a pseudo-documentary approach that follows a sister searching for her brother, Matthew, who vanished in 2001 while filming a Blair Witch Project-inspired investigation into a local cult legend. Interesting. Ready or Not, Here I Come. March 27th. Ready or Not stars Samara Weaving, directors Matthew Minnelli, Tyler Gillett, and writers Guy Busick and R. Christopher Murphy are all back for the sequel that picks up moments after the last film. A new game ensues, this time with Catherine Newton, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Sean Hatosi, sorry, Nestor I'm not pronouncing a lot of these names. David Cronenberg, Elijah Wood, Kevin Durant, Olivia Chang, Varun Saranga, and Daniel Bernie. That's what it looks like to me. Sorry for butchering names. Now, when we talked about movies from 2025, a lot of people liked Ready or Not. This was one I missed the bus on. I didn't see the first Ready or Not, but it looks like I have until March 27th to see the first one. So a lot of people in the chat really liked Ready or Not. So I'm going to go ahead and check it out. Were you able to see the first one, Matt?
I was, but it's been a long time, Michael, and I do not remember the film very well.
Yeah, I've got to check it out. I mean, I could always start it and then just be like, oh shit, I did see this and totally forgot about it, but I'm gonna check it out anyway. So part 2 is coming out March 27th. So if you are waiting for that, you don't have a long time to wait. They Will Kill You. Is that a machete with people's faces on it? I dig that poster. Hell yeah. Zazie Beetz stars as a woman who answers a housekeeping ad for New York high-rise, unaware of its inhabitants tend to go missing. Yeah. I think I've seen a trailer for this. I want to say that I have. I don't know. That looks interesting. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Evil Dead Rise director Lee Cronin gives his unique spin on the Mummy movie with plot details under wraps. Jack Rayner and Layla Costa star in a fresh take on the classic monster. So it looks like so far, Matt, we've got Dracula, we've got Bride of Frankenstein, and we've got The Mummy. So
I would love to see a modern, good mummy film. I would.
I mean, Evil Dead Rise director. I mean, Rise wasn't horrible. You know, I dug it. I freaking dug it.
Same here.
Hell yeah. I'll check it out. Apex. I saw this on another list of all movies coming out. There's a lot of people that want to see this movie. I don't know if I've seen a trailer for it or not, but Charlize Theron will be fighting for her life next year in a Netflix survival thriller described as Free Solo meets Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Theron starts as a rock climber being hunted by a killer. I'm down.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm freaking down. Dude, I love Charlize Theron. So I'm in.
Yeah, what's the name again, Michael? I'm sorry.
Apex.
Hell yeah,
Apex. Yeah, that one's definitely going on the list. I'm wondering, it says we'll be fighting for life next year in a Netflix survival thriller. I hope that's coming straight to Netflix, man. I could watch that in the house. You know what I mean? Like that would be freaking awesome.
Wouldn't that be almost exactly what that means? Like
I would hope so, but you never know anymore. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Presented by
Yeah.
Netflix. We're going to the theaters with this one. I mean, shit. Shudder does it. You know, like Clown in a Cornfield. Like that went to theaters. And it's like, well, you never know. Let's see. Teal is saying my most anticipated horrors are Terrifier 4, Return to Silent Hill, Evil Dead Burn, Bone Temple, Ready or Not 2, They Follow, Werewolf, Insidious, Thread and Obsession. Hell yeah.
You got to put Apex on there. Look at this.
I'm freaking checking it out, man. I'm checking it out. Teal said, currently not interested in The Bride, but I haven't seen the new trailer. Oh, yeah, man. Wayne is saying, my hot take, I didn't like Ready or Not. See, I think that you were like one of probably like two that didn't like it last week, Wayne, when we talked about it. I'm going to check it out. And you know me, I'll always tell you guys what I think. Let's see. James is saying, I want my mummy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Teal is saying, wow, that poster is crazy unique. Dude, I dug that poster. Like, seriously. Like, you know how I am with posters, Matt. I really like that poster right there. Just holding the blade with everybody's face. Oh, yeah, I'm digging it. I am definitely digging that.
I like the Apex poster.
Oh, with the sliding down the water there?
Yeah, it just tells me like some serious shit's going on right now in this moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that shit, that doesn't even look like a poster. That looks like a screen grab from one of the scenes.
Well, yeah, either way. I mean, they're not going down the lazy river having a good time with a martini right now. Like some shit's going on.
There's some shit going on. And I mean, it looks like Charlize Theron's doing all the work too. The other guy must be hurt. Something must be going on. Seriously. Wayne is saying Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe were in the most recent Mummy movie. That's cool. Russell saying I love Charlize Theron. Yeah, she's great. She is freaking great. Wayne says Apex sounds good. Oh yeah. Russell says Russell Crowe was Dr. Jekyll in The Mummy. Oh, that's awesome. That's
I can't
cool.
get enough of the Apex, man. Like you start talking, like it's just right up my alley. I watch tons of those in the woods with backwoods killers, and I can watch the cheap ones of that and have a good time. This sounds like one done extremely well with big stars. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, Dominic St. Clair's in the building. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what else we got. Deep water. An international passengers en route to Shanghai from LA instead find themselves in the shark-infested waters in the new shark thriller from Deep Blue Sea director Rennie Harlin. It's Aaron Eckhart, Ben Kingsley, Amali Wright, Angus Sampson, Kelly Gale, and Lee Wenin. All right, Matt, that's got a shark movie there.
Yeah, I liked Deep Blue Sea. It was just a little too everybody friendly for me, I guess. Like, it was very I don't know if that's
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I didn't see Samuel L. Jackson getting eaten when that happened though.
Yeah.
Like, like that was I wasn't ready for that. Like that,
yeah.
I still remember that.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Michael. I've probably seen it 7 times. Like but
Oh yeah. May 1st, Hokum comes out. Adam Scott stars as a reclusive novelist disturbed by witchy tales and an Irish inn. The new nightmare from Oddity director Damien McCarthy also stars Peter Coonan, David Wilmot, Florence Odish, Will O'Connell, and Michael Patrick from Frontier. Hell yeah. This is another one that I've heard about, Obsession. A hopeless romantic gets far more than he bargained for after breaking the mysterious one Wish Willow to win his crush's heart. Yeah, all right. Dang, I get it. Disclosure Day. This is one that I've heard a ton about, actually. I know, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be an alien movie. There's a lot of people that have been talking about this because it's Spielberg. So Steven Spielberg is back in the science fiction world with Disclosure Day, written by frequent Spielberg collaborator David Cope. The film stars a SAG winner and Oscar nominee Emily Blunt, Emmy and Golden Globe winner Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, Eve Hawson, and Coleman Domingo. Dude, if it's Spielberg, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm definitely gonna give it a chance. But yeah, it's from what I'm understanding, it has to do with aliens, and I guess it's supposed to be like a depiction of what it would be like if it really happened. You know, Spielberg's gonna make it. So yeah, man, I'll definitely check that out. It's Spielberg. I got to. Scary Movie 6, Matt, June 12th. I am in. I'm sorry. Miramax and Paramount are bringing the beloved horror spoof franchise back, and they're getting the gang back together in celebration. Original creators Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans, and Keenan Ivory Wayans are back, and so are Regina Hall, Anna Faris. Dude, they're bringing them all back. Dave Sheraton, John Abrams, they're bringing them all back for this. So we're getting the original cast, you know, from Scary Movie. They're coming back for the 6th installment, and I just hope that it's freaking ridiculous.
Anna Faris, she's so damn cute.
Yeah, the more ridiculous this is, the more I'm gonna like it. I can guarantee you that. So Scary Movie 6.
Be ridiculous.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Do we have, yeah, so good. Let's see. Wayne is saying I also have plenty of his movie soundtracks vinyl record, including Endless Love. Oh, you got some. Look at you. Got some soundtracks there, man. All Tom Cruise stuff. Russell says the weather reporters are getting taken by aliens. Hell yeah. Hell freaking yeah. Teal says, fam, I just looked up Hokum, and the witch or one of the first forms looked like a rabbit Michael Jackson. A rabbit Michael Jackson? Oh yeah. You know, there's a new movie coming out next year. It's called Michael. And it's about Michael Jackson. His nephew is playing him. Jermaine's son is playing Michael Jackson. So I'll definitely be seeing that as well. I'm a kid from the 80s, man. Grew up on Michael Jackson. Wayne said a session sounds great. Excellent premise. Sadly, I've been obsessed with girls like that in the past. Definitely not healthy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. James says anything with aliens in it, I will watch it. Teal said, we are back. So, guys, is Cindy Prescott coming back, though? Yeah, I guess. Wayne says, Scary Movie 6 will probably end up better than Scream 7. I can't wait to find out, Wayne. I can't wait to find out. James is saying that he loves goofy horror movies. Michael G is saying, Doofy in the vacuum cleaner. Dude, you know that it's going to be there. You already know he's going to have the vacuum cleaner. I heard about that Michael film. Mike's one of my bros put me up to it. Definitely watching it. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Shiver is July 3rd. This what's the 4th of July without sharks? Plot details are scarier for this shark thriller that stars Phoebe Dynevor, Whitney Peak. Yeah, I'm messing that name up. But it's director. Dude, it's another shark movie. We had another shark movie. Shiver, July 3rd.
Sharks are taking over 2026.
It looks like it, man. It looks like it. Evil Dead Burn is coming out July 24th. Director Sebastian Vanacek aims to deliver one nasty Evil Dead movie, a film that hurts. So what I have heard about this is supposed to be like Crazy Town. Like this Evil Dead is supposed to be like the Evil Dead of all the Evil Deads. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's along the lines of 2013. Don't get me wrong. I like Evil Dead Rise, but 2013 was my favorite Evil Dead. I know with it being a remake, that's probably blasphemy to someone who's a huge fan of the franchise. But I hope this is good. And this is in July. This is a summer deal. And I'll definitely be checking it out. Let's see. Insidious, The Bleeding World. Lin Shaye's back, Matt, and the latest sequel, destined to venture into the future once more to stomp some ghosts butt. Jacob Chase helms the 6th installment starring Amelia Eve, Brandon Pereira, Malize Richardson Sellers, Sam Spwell, Island Austin, and David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick. God, that's a long name. So yeah, dude, Lin Shaye is back. We're getting another Insidious movie. Please let it be better than Red Door.
Yes. I love it, dude. I love it, man. It's one of those things I'll check out any Insidious movie, but I'm with you. Let it be better than Red Door for sure.
And I like most of the Insidious movies too, but Red Door, man, that was a rough get through.
Same.
Clayface is coming out. That's in the Batman universe. DC is giving Batman villain Clayface the body horror treatment that it's been being compared to David Cronenberg's The Fly. Oh shit. James Watkins directs script from Mike Flanagan. Jesus. Clayface rivals The Fly. Have you seen The Fly?
I have.
When Jeff Goldblum pulls his fingernails out, like every time I think of The Fly, I think of that scene where he's pulling his freaking fingernails out. How nasty that is. Like, no, dude, they're giving it that kind of treatment. I might want to check that out. Resident Evil is coming out September 18th. So we get another Resident Evil movie. I can dig it. I liked the games when I was younger. I did like the games. James is saying Invasion of the Alien Vacuum Cleaners coming to a theater near you. Now they're alien vacuum cleaners. Freaking digging it.
Now, why does the Resident Evil have a picture of the guy from that's from
Weapons?
Yeah.
What's up? He's in the movie.
Okay.
So I guess they don't have an image from the movie yet. So I'm assuming they just
he was great in Weapons. He was great.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And they even give credit the photo, Austin Abrams in Weapons. So they did give credit to him.
Because I saw it, I originally thought a sequel to Weapons.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know how you would.
Not today they can do it.
Russell says vacuum cleaner being possessed sounds like a cash grab. Dude, it doesn't really sound like a cash grab. It just, I don't know if there's so many people that are like, I've got to see a possessed vacuum cleaner movie. It has to be done. Although I definitely want to see it. So maybe it worked on me. Paul is saying, I've already rewatched the first 3 scary movies. Paul's going through them. She wants to be ready for Scary Movie 6. She's not going to miss a beat. Guaranteed. Teal is saying it's crazy. It's very likely that Scary Movie 6 will be better than the Scream movie. It's crazy. It's very likely that Scary Movie 6 will be. You and Wayne are on that one, man. I'm curious to see what we got going on with that. Wayne says, hot take on Evil Dead movies. All are great. One of the best horror franchises. Hey, man, you like what you like, dude. I don't think that's really a hot take. I think Evil Dead has a huge fan base, man.
I do. Actually, it's funny because I didn't say this, but it was going through my mind. I like most, to some extent, all the Evil Deads. And this may not be a hot take, but my least favorite is the Army of Darkness. I don't get on board with they went much more comedy on that one, and the comedy just doesn't hit the mark for me on it. But as far as 1, 2 remake, the series, I like them all. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, 2013, that's my favorite. That's my go back to. Sure. If I want to watch Evil Dead, it's always 2013. I think I got. Yeah, and I own Rise too. I've got Evil Dead 2. I've got Army of Darkness and Steelbook, and I've got the remake and Rise. Those are the ones that I have.
And I love how real and gritty, 1 and 2, the originals are. They're so like just, cheap budget, but let's make a crazy ass horror film. Like, they're awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. October 9th, Other Mommy is coming out. Up next from director Rob Savage from Host is an adaptation of Josh Malerman's Bird Box horror novel that follows 8-year-old Bella, who lives in a home strained by her parents' troubled marriage, only to see her life further upended by a sinister entity she calls Other Mommy. I want to see a trailer for it. I want to see a trailer. You know, I like those entity movies, so definitely want to see the trailer. Whale Fall, October 16th. Look, Jesus, look at the size of that whale. Austin Abrams starts as a diver in search of his deceased father's remains, who gets swallowed by an 80-foot, 60-ton sperm whale and only has 1 hour before his oxygen runs out.
Oh, that sounds nuts.
It does sound nuts. You're stuck inside, because I mean, you could survive being swallowed by the whale, but you know you're gonna have limited time inside of there. I bet you wish he brought a drill. You know what I mean?
To figure your shit out. Oh,
yeah. I'm all right. Remain. That comes out October 23rd. A grieving architect moves to Cape Cod for work after leaving a psychiatric facility. I can't read today. Where he meets a mysterious woman in the supernatural romance thriller from M. Night Shyamalan, based on the novel he co-wrote with author Nicholas Sparks. Jake Gyllenhaal, Phoebe Dunbar, Ashley Walters is in this. So it's M. Night Shyamalan. It's Jake Gyllenhaal. So I'm sure there'll be a twist. If it's M. Night Shyamalan, there's always a twist at the end. Let's see what these guys got. Wayne says, I think of arm wrestling scene in The Fly. Oh, yeah, dude. James is saying, don't pull on that damn thing's whammy bar. I got no idea.
He's talking about a possessed guitar.
I got you.
Yeah.
He said, I've been following that. I've been following that right there. Let's see. Teal is saying, I hate Insidious Red Door. The Last Key is slightly better. The first three were great. I didn't mind The Last Key. I didn't think it was great, but I didn't mind it. You know, I was just like, when it was over, I was like, all right. It made me jump a few times, and that's kind of why I watch those movies, man. The Insidious, I always like the little jump scares you get with that. Let's see. Wayne's talking about his physical media collection of Evil Dead movies. He's got the complete series. That's freaking awesome. Teal is saying this premise is the stuff of cartoons, and I'm all in, dude. I love cartoons. Wayne is saying M. Night equals great or horrible, barely ever in between. Yeah, it's either really good or it's really bad, and you can guarantee that there's always going to be a twist. Wayne, there's always going to be a twist. James likes the movie about being swallowed by the whale. Oh yeah, why not?
I'm gonna check it out.
Why not?
It sounds very interesting.
December 4th, Matt, we have Violent Night 2. Santa Claus, David Harbour is back and ready to smash some skulls in the follow-up to 2022's Yuletide action thriller. I'm digging it, man. I'm gonna check it out. I am going to check it out. Did you see the first one, Violent Night?
No.
Yeah, you got to check that out. You got to check that out. It is fun, dude. It is fun.
All right.
Santa Claus is fucking badass.
I'm not the biggest, like, Christmas horror.
It's worth checking out, man.
But,
you're going to laugh for sure.
All right.
Hell yeah. You're going to dig it. Wayne is saying Insidious Red Boar. It was kind of boring. It was definitely kind of boring. Teal is saying Violent Night is my most anticipated non-horror movie of the year. Yeah, dude, I want to check it out. I definitely can't wait to check it out. All right, Matt, what is Dracula, The Bride of Frankenstein, a mummy without a werewolf movie? Christmas of next year, December 25th, we get Werewolf. The next movie from Robert Eggers is a 13th century period piece described as a medieval horror movie. In it, a werewolf terrorizes a foggy countryside. The filmmaker co-wrote the screenplay for Werewolf alongside Sean. I can't. I'm sorry.
I love a good werewolf movie, dude.
The Icelandic poet and novelist who previously co-wrote the Viking movie, The Northman with Eggers. The filmmaker reteams with Nosferatu, stars William Dafoe, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Lily Rose Depp.
And I love William Dafoe.
Yeah.
Love a good werewolf movie, man.
So we got Dracula, we got Frankenstein, we got the
That's
Mummy, and we got
awesome,
fucking
dude.
werewolves next year. So
It's like Universal is fucking making a comeback,
it's
dude.
like, here we go. I still want a part 2 to The Last Voyage of Demeter. I do, man.
Same.
I want a part. We're never gonna get it. We're never gonna fucking get it, but I want it. You know, the way it ended, I'm like,
because they fucked up on the name of the movie.
It's like, you know, like
I
really like that movie.
They really did fuck up on the name of the movie. I think they did. It would have just somehow you got to have Dracula in there, and it's going to get that many more people.
What they called it, Dracula, The Last Voyage of Demeter. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I liked it too, man. It was a good slow burn.
It was.
You know, the build up was so great. You know, and when he finally got up there and his wings came out and shit, it was so good.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm not the biggest guy on slow burns, but that one was done so well. I dig it too, Michael. And the atmosphere, let's not even, dude, sick.
I know. They did really good with it. And I really liked the end when they were in the bar. In the cantina. Yeah.
Probably my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, so good, dude. So good. The way he walks out of the so good.
Yeah.
I need to go back and rewatch that movie. I haven't seen it since, what was that, 2023 or 2? Either way, I need to go back and see it.
It was good.
Let's see. The Backrooms to be announced. Kane Parsons' massively virtual YouTube horror universe known as The Backrooms is headed to the big screen, courtesy of A24. It stars creep actor Mark Duplass, Finn Burnett, Lukita Maxwell, Avon Hogia, however you say it. God, there's a lot of names I can't pronounce here. There's some people in this. Considering production took place over the summer of 2025, odds are likely this liminal horror movie will appear sometimes in 2026. The Backrooms. Body cam. Actually, I remember hearing about this. This is about cops. When 2 police officers show up to investigate a domestic dispute, a startling escalation leads to a tragic accident. Not wanting to be crucified by the public, the officers attempt to cover it up, only to reveal that their body cameras weren't the only things not watching them. The latest from Night of the Reaper director Brandon Christensen is set to arrive on Shudder in 2026. All right. Crazy Old Lady. Dude, Old Lady scared the shit out of me. I'm sorry. It always makes me think of like the witch from fucking Pumpkinhead. What was Drag Me to Hell? The old lady in that. You remember the old lady in Drag Me to Hell?
Yeah, the old lady in It.
Yeah. On a stormy evening, Pedro receives a desperate call from his ex-girlfriend asking him to look after her senile mother, Alicia, when she begins.
No.
He said, nope, not doing it. It's just like the mere
stormy
fact
night. I'm not going to look after some creepy ass old lady on a stormy night. No,
it's not. Yeah,
I'm already scared, Michael. Right?
Yeah, like no, it just
they
sounds
creep me
like
out too.
Not only that, it's a desperate call from his ex-girlfriend. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, yeah.
I'd rather take on Bigfoot than a creepy ass old lady.
Oh God. Well, let me finish this. Trapped in the house, he's forced to play along with her sadistic games to survive the night. Crazy Old Lady will head to Shudder sometime in 2026.
That sounds awesome, actually. Yeah. It sounds scary as fuck.
Dolly, look at this thing. Look at that.
That's a creepy ass.
A young woman, Macy, fights for her survival after being abducted by a deranged monster-like figure who wants to raise Macy as their child in this grimy 70s style horror movie from director Rod Blackhurst. Sean William Scott's in this. You know who Sean William Scott is?
Yeah, fucking Stifler.
That's the fucking Stiffmeister. All right,
dude. I've got to say, dude, right now, 2026 seems killer compared to 2025, in my opinion. Like, you know, we don't know yet, but Michael, you're getting me excited, buddy.
We got some stuff to watch, man, and we still got the to be announced, right? We've got Forbidden Fruits, we've got the Mortuary Assistant. Here you go, Matt. We've got Orphans. Isabel Furman returns as Esther in the upcoming prequel, also starring Stephen Moyer, Suzanne West, and Simon Marway. Come on, give us some information.
That's what they need to do. It's a prequel.
It is a prequel.
Love it.
It is a prequel. So we've got Orphans.
And I was lucky enough to meet her, and she is absolutely awesome. And yeah, dude, love her.
Over Your Dead Body. Samara Weaving and Jason Segel stars a couple who embark on a weekend getaway with their secret plans to murder each other. See, I like movies like that. So they're both trying to kill each other on a weekend getaway. And Samara Weaving and Jason Segel, like I'm digging it.
I didn't realize there were a lot of movies like that.
Those types of movies, I dig those, seriously. We've got River, genre favorites Jane Levy from Evil Dead, Jessica Roth, Happy Death Day will face off against a mass killer in the Shudder release heading to theaters sometime in 2026. It's called River. Hell yeah. We've got The Young People, and that looks like that's it, Matt, for horror. For Bloody Disgustings, the 50 movies that they can't wait to see. So we've got quite a few in there.
I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked.
That I definitely want to see. And then I have another list of regular movies that are coming out that aren't horror, and I'm not gonna stop on each one like I did this one, but I do want to go over some of these because I mean, fuck, dude, like it just looks.
No, I'm excited, man. Like before the show tonight, I hadn't checked out anything up and coming for 2026. So this was all new to me, man. And yes, I had no idea there would be that many films I'm stoked to see. I'm excited, brother.
Hell yeah, man. Let me catch up with the chat and we'll run through this list quickly because there's one in here I can't wait to see your reaction to that I'm really excited about. We'll get to it. Actually, I'll do that first because you'll see it on the list ahead of time, and I want to get your reaction to it, though. Let's see. Let me get back to. All right, I'll start here. Wayne was saying Dracula on a boat. Yeah, The Last Voyage of Demeter. Yeah,
Yeah. They hit the mark. They missed the mark on the name, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Russell saying don't watch Werewolf Santa on Tubi. Dude, I saw that up there. And I was actually gonna bring that up. Like, is anybody watching this? Teal said The Witch from Pumpkinhead. Yeah, dude. When I think of old ladies, she crosses my mind in old ladies.
One of the best witches ever.
That and the Drag Me to Hell lady. Like, oh God. Wayne said we need an Angry Grandma movie. We do. I'd watch it. Teal said those were some spot on references. What about Bathsheba from The Conjuring? Yeah, that was another one, man. I mean, she was technically like a ghost, but yeah, she was another one. Oh God, when she puked in that lady's mouth. Oh, fuck. Michael G is saying Orphans. Huh?
I hate to say this, but yeah, I'm never going to let it go until it happens. But there's going to be a day I'm going to scare the shit out of you with the Bathsheba.
Oh yeah, put her up on one of those like wardrobe things, like over the top like that. I think that'd
you're
be
going to be
awesome
least expecting it, brother. You're going to be least expecting it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that you want to,
I'm gonna get your ass.
That's just great. Let's see. Teal said I keep forgetting about Orphans. It's in my top 5 anticipated. Oh yeah. Russell says Mortuary Assistant. They doing a movie. Now what? It's like, yeah. I mean, dude. Next thing you know, we're gonna have like the killer mail carrier, or there's a whole bunch of stuff. Bloody Disgusting. We'll have more on horror as the year goes. Oh, definitely, man. Maybe we'll look at this in like June and see what's left for the year versus what we got today. And maybe a little recap, Matt, on hey, we really wanted to see these movies. How have they been doing, at the 6-month mark for 2026? I think that'd be a fun show too to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
I didn't really want to say it too much because I was hopeful, but there wasn't really a time in 2025 where I was just super excited for horror films. It really was not my year.
Maybe this year will be better.
I'm excited for this year, man. That's what I'm saying. So,
all right. So, Matt, I'm going to bring this other list up, but I'm going to ask you about this movie first. Coming this year, we've got a movie coming out, and it is called Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. During World War II, Tommy Shelby returns as a bombarded Birmingham and becomes involved in a secret wartime mission based on true events, facing new threats, and he reckons with his past and raising national stakes. Peaky Blinders movie is coming this year. There is a trailer out if you haven't seen it yet, Matt. I've already seen it. The Immortal Man, Thomas Shelby is freaking back. Are you gonna see this one?
Dude, I absolutely love Peaky Blinders. I watched that series with a good friend of mine. I absolutely have to see this film. Thomas Shelby, but I cannot mention Thomas Shelby without bringing up Arthur Shelby.
Bring up his brother. I knew Arthur was coming.
Dude, he is, dude. He hits my heart, dude. He's like sadistic, but he also like it's like he wants to be. I love Arthur, wants to be better than he is. It's one of my favorite series of all time. So yeah, man. I'd like to go see that with you, Michael. Actually,
dude, I'm checking it out as soon as it's available. I'm hoping that it comes to theaters and it doesn't go straight to Netflix. But I have a feeling it's probably going to go to theaters in a way. Well, look at number 1, Matt. Apex. When Adrenaline Junkie sets out to conquer a menacing river, she discovers that nature isn't the only thing out for blood. So Apex is being highly promoted for that. The Odyssey. After the Trojan War, Odyssey faces dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like Cyclops, sirens and Circa along the way. That's one of those. Avengers Doomsday. The Russo brothers are back for this. Thank God. Hopefully Marvel can fix the last, everything since Endgame, and Spider-Man Homecoming. Hopefully it's good. I hope. I liked Marvel up until I didn't. And hopefully they can fix some things. For sure. Digger is coming out. I'm not sure what that's about. Disclosure Day. We talked about that. Spider-Man Brand New Day. And from what I hear from this, they're going to introduce Doom for Avengers. So yeah, man, it's
excited.
Yeah, it's hopefully this is coming back, right? Hopefully. I want to see this. Dude, this is called Madden, and it's the story of like John Madden. I love NFL. I love football, right? So I think Nicolas Cage is playing John Madden, if I'm not mistaken, in this. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one for sure. But it's about John Madden and Al Davis and the Raiders. So definitely looking forward to this one. Mercy, Dune Part 3. If you're big on like Dune Part 3 is coming out. Those are long movies, but they're really good. Deep Sea Detectives. We talked about 28 years later. The Bone Temple. Street Fighter movies coming out about Ryu and Ken reunite with Chun-Li.
I will definitely check that out. I'll check it out with not with high hope.
Right. You'll go in for what it is. Right,
we have never had a good Street Fighter film. Have you seen any of the old original ones, man?
I have.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But, dude, they're bad.
Wouldn't it be awesome if they got Pereira to play Sagat or Sagat? Like, how cool would that be, dude? Even if he's just like a background character standing there with his shit on, you get Pereira and that stuff, dude. I'm telling you, like that. He is the real life. I think it's Sagat. I think that's how you say it. He is the real life Sagat. You know what I mean? Like,
don't get me talking about Pereira.
I'm telling you,
that's my homeboy.
Supergirl's coming out. I guess this is gonna follow the Superman movie through James Gunn's universe. We talked about Send Help. Narnia is coming out if you are a fan. Masters of the Universe. There's a He-Man movie coming out, bro.
That sounds cool.
I'm an 80s kid. So do I want to see it? I do.
That sounds cool. Who's in it?
Let me look it up, man, because I know that there is actually a big name attached to it. I just can't remember. 2026.
Dolph Lundgren.
Well, Dolph Lundgren was the original. Jared Leto's in it as Skeletor.
Oh God.
Nicholas.
They still let him act.
Yeah. Let's see. Iris Elba is Man at Arms.
And I love Skeletor, man. He's gonna screw it
up. Kristen Wiig is Roboto. Who the fuck's Roboto?
And this is a hot take, or not a hot take. I liked the Skeletor in the original one, and I know you hated it.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan
because he didn't look right, but he looked creepier. He looked more sinister.
He did. But yeah, they got He-Man, Skeletor, Tila, Evil Lyn, Man at Arms, Roboto. Where the hell is Orko? I like Orko.
I don't know. See, Masters of the Universe, Michael, I know it was all over your time.
Yeah.
And it was my oldest brother. But I was a little bit after. So yeah. Like I know it. I remember the movie. But like I wasn't getting the figures and Castle Grayskull and all that, which you probably were.
Oh, I had them. I did.
I was getting the sewer
with the turtles.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
But dude, I loved so many characters that I don't even know, because you know how much I am just on look. Like I had so many characters that were from Masters of the Universe. Who was the guy that like I want to say had like an eye patch and like weapons like galore? I know he was from Masters of the Universe.
An eye patch and weapons galore.
But
Man at Arms didn't have an eye patch. I'm trying to think of who had an eye patch.
There were some cool ass characters. I'm not sure on the eye patch.
His name was it was like, I keep wanting to say Jabberjaw, but it wasn't. It was like Iron Jaw or something. And he had like a cyborg arm that you could take it off and it would replace it. And he had the metal jaw. And and he had the dude, I forget his name, but he was one of Skeletor's boys. Like he was a bad guy.
Makes sense, dude, that I would have the villains. Yeah, he was badass, dude.
Hell yeah, man. Freaking yeah.
What was his name again?
It was Iron, it was something Jaw. Like I'll have to look it up. Like dude, it's been since the 80s since I talked about He-Man. Other than Skeletor, of course, you know. Cillian Murphy is in Peaky Blinders. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, he is. Cillian Murphy, come on, dude. That's Thomas Shelby, bro. Yes. James said, please no superheroes, just horror, dude. You gotta cover them all. Russell says Dr. Doom is horror. Hell yeah. Teal said, if Alex Pereira is surprising cameo as Sagat, we'd all lose our shit. Dude, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying he would be perfect for that role. Like, if I'm making a Street Fighter movie and I've got Sagat in it, that's the first person I'm contacting. One, he's already a fighter. Two, he has the look perfect. And I don't feel like Sagat is a major talker. You know what I mean? I feel like he's like all business. So I think Alex Pereira would be an amazing cameo as Sagat in that movie. I do. And I don't know shit about the movie, but that's who I'd pick for sure. Wayne is saying I have Street Fighter with Jean-Claude Van Damme on DVD. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Gina says Masters of the Universe. That's what I am freaking talking about. Paula is saying can hardly wait for Doomsday. Joseph Quinn, baby. All right. All right. Wayne says I have the Dolph Lundgren movie on Blu-ray. The special in a special box set. Yeah, it wasn't Dolph Lundgren, was He-Man. Hell freaking yeah. Gina is saying we need a Skeletor what? Oh, just because we're talking Masters of the Universe and we are talking Skeletor, I do agree.
What?
There it is. I will give you that. Skeletor is in the building.
She was so right on that. We did need a
we did. Again, do we not? Right? Like I feel like we always do. Wayne says, I bet the original movie will be better than the new one. You know, it may. It may. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Don't forget Courtney Cox was in the first Masters of the Universe movie. Dude, I remember Dolph Lundgren. I remember Skeletor. I don't remember anything else. The fact that you know that Courtney Cox was in that's freaking amazing. It makes me want to go back and see it again. For sure.
I would have never guessed that. How old was she? Like
young. I mean, how old was she when she danced on stage with Bruce Springsteen? You know, like you got to think that was probably the 80s when she danced. I mean, Friends was the 90s. So I'm sure she was probably
she is one beautiful woman. Like, oh.
Yeah, she's been yeah. Russell said, one question for you, Michael. How did you like the ending of Stranger Things? Well, dude, I think that I'm doing a whole show on that. To be honest,
I've not seen the last season yet.
For sure. I think that's going to be a whole show, Russell. So you will find out in great detail how I've felt about the final season of Stranger Things.
Do me one thing, Michael. Do not let Mad Mom miss when you're doing that show because she will love to be on that show.
All right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Give her a good little heads up. I know she just finished it and she raves about it. So, and she always enjoys being on your show when it's something, somewhat up her alley. Yeah, let her know.
Hell yeah, man. Oh yeah. Teal is saying another guy they could cast as Sagat is Potent 2.0. He's a former Muay Thai champ, and his name is Carlos Prates, a promising UFC contender.
Carlos Prates, he's awesome. He's fucking awesome.
KOing people just like Pereira. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, he's a little small to be a Sagat, but yeah, Carlos Prates is my dude, man. Do you not know him yet, Michael?
I do not know.
Oh yeah, he's on a tear. And the coolest thing, and this is stupid. The guy, dude, he gets shit all the time. He is a smoker. He's a cigarette smoker in the UFC that is knocking people the F out, like at the top of the level. And they asked him, like, why are you doing that? And he's like, it's not really all the time. He's like, just this damn diet is so hard. He's like, I want to go at that pizza and everything. He's like, but the only thing that can keep me from going at that is to sit down, chill, and have a cigarette. Dude, he knocked a guy out not too long ago on a pay-per-view, Michael. And the post-fight, where they all, sit and talk, he smoked a cigarette. All the fighters that came up next were like they could all smell it. They're like, what is this going on? They're like, yeah, that was Carlos Prates. He came up here before you and was smoking. Like, dude, I love him. He's a straight up gangster. You got to check him out.
It's like, you remember Roy Nelson and Whoppers, right?
Yes.
Like Roy Nelson used to just eat the shit out of fucking like Whoppers and shit. And he'd go in there like a fucking guy off his couch and knock people out. Like that shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I love that shit. Do you remember Ricardo Mayorga?
Probably if I saw him.
That's a boxer, like the big time boxer. And he I want to say he fought like Antonio Tarver and them. And
okay. Yeah, it was the Tarver era of boxing.
Yeah. And there was a fight where he won and in the ring lit up a cigarette like he was fucking gangster.
Hell yeah.
I like that stupid shit. It's like,
Teal is saying Pereira is ironically has starred in a horror movie. I forgot the name. Oh, if you find out, let me know. Let me know. Hopefully he's in Masters of the Universe for sure. Russell said Courtney Cox was in which Masters of the Universe, because I don't remember seeing her in it. Oh, okay. I don't remember. Shit, it's been forever since I've seen it anyway. Moving on, though, we talked about Return to Silent Hill. We talked about The Bride, Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu. I am going to put my faith in Disney once again to deliver us something fantastic. I can only hope. This reminds me, and I wanted to talk about this tonight. If you are a paying Patreon member, and I know that you guys love your horror stuff, and you guys know I'm a big Star Wars fan. It's not something I do on Movies and Beyond, but on Patreon I do, and I want to start going over some of these AI projects that they're doing for Star Wars that are just freaking fantastic, and I will be doing that on Patreon starting soon. Also, Camp Crystal Lake Memories Part 2 will be coming to Patreon as well. I want to say this now before I forget, because you guys know how I am. If those are things that you guys are interested outside of horror, they are something else. The Star Wars AI stuff that I will be doing on Patreon, and it's really cheap, like all bottom tier stuff for that. I think it's $2.99 a month, and you can see all the stuff that I'm doing with that. And I'm very excited to go over the Star Wars AI stuff because it is so freaking good. At least the ones I've seen. I've stayed away from watching a lot of them because I want to watch first time with Patreon people, and I'll actually be filming one of those tonight as well. As for Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, I've been following the story really closely, and I hope that it's good. I do. Devil Wears Prada 2, that's your thing that's out there. Werewolf, we talked about that. Moana is coming. It looks like it's live action. So if you're a fan of that, Scream 7. Michael, this is the one I was talking about, Michael Jackson movie that I'm definitely looking forward to. I can't wait to check it out. And I love that they have Jermaine Jackson's son, playing Michael, which is, Michael's nephew.
Michael, I will actually, I'm on board with you on that. Like, I'll check that out too.
Oh yeah.
I just feel like, I also grew up with a lot of Michael Jackson. And his story is always super intriguing. It really is, man. How old is his son now?
Jermaine Jackson's son?
Yeah.
He looks like he's in his 20s. So
Okay.
he's playing like Michael in the thriller era.
Nice.
So yeah, it looks good. There's young Michael too. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be good. Cold Storage, we talked about that one already. The cover makes me want to see it even more. Toy Story 5, Mortal Kombat 2, Jumanji 3. I don't care. You guys can.
How are you going to skip over Mortal Kombat 2 that fast?
Well, because we don't really know too much about it. The fan favorite champions, now joined by Johnny Cage himself, are pitted again. Dude, I hated the last Mortal Kombat. I liked the Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight at the beginning.
Yeah.
But after that, I was not a fan, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. No.
I liked it, man.
I was not happy with that because I really enjoy Mortal Kombat so much that I was really disappointed.
Oh, I'm surprised, man. I thought that was a good film.
Hell fucking yeah. Jumanji 3, you guys can hate on me all you want. I will be watching that. I like the other two. Violent Night 2. Oh, Jesus. I'll get back to that in a minute. Focker-in-Law, Matt. Did you ever watch Meet the Parents?
Are you kidding me,
Please
dude?
tell me.
Quote that shit.
A young man named Henry, son of Greg and Pam Focker, face family chaos when he decides to marry a strong-willed woman who appears to be his complete mismatch.
I love it.
It's got to have Robert De Niro in it. It's got to have. Come on.
It does. Does it say who's in it?
Let's click it. Let's see what it says. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Robert De Niro, Ben Stiller, Ariana Grande, I guess she's playing the mismatch. Skylar Giznato. Owen Wilson's in it. Oh yeah, dude, they're all coming back. They're all coming back.
Owen was so funny in that, was he not? Oh my god.
They're all coming back, dude. Like, it is freaking happening. Why am I getting
what about
a freaking tampon ad?
What about what's his name in the sequel? The dad, Falker's dad in the sequel. Dustin Hoffman. Remember him?
Yeah. Why could I not get rid of it? There it is. Jesus, I couldn't get it.
And was it dude, Dustin Hoffman, man. He had all his son's ribbons. Even if they're like 7th place and shit. Like, oh god.
It's so good, man.
I
can't wait.
The wall of Fokker.
Fokker and Law, dude. Like, yes. Yes.
Dude, that first one was so good. He could not catch a break.
All right. And that looks like, for the most part, what we have coming out.
He's like, wait. So your name's Gaylord Fokker.
Yes. Let me go through chat, Matt, and we'll wrap up. We'll call it a night, dude. This has been a blast. I cannot wait to fucking see some of these movies. Let me catch up here. Michael G is saying, I love The Devil Wears Prada. Miranda Presley has reminded me of past supervisors. All right, man. You like what you like, brother. You like what you like. Hell yeah. Teal said Mortal Kombat 2 is finally releasing this year and after an upsetting postponement too. Hell freaking yeah. Hell yeah, man. It's coming. Hopefully, to me, I just hope that it's good. I do. I really do. I want to like it. I really do.
When someone says something and all you say back is you like what you like, they're talking about some dumb shit.
Well, and you like what you like, man. So that's what you like.
Dude, come on, man. Get your shit together.
I'll let you guys work that out. I'll let you guys.
I love you. Go on.
Wayne is saying Star Wars movies. I love the original trilogy, but the franchise needs to end already. Dude, you can never have too much Star Wars, Wayne. You can never have too much. Wayne says, I have The Devil Wears Prada on DVD. Looking forward to the sequel. Oh, yeah, man. Hell yeah.
You like what you like.
You like what you like, man. James is saying, I agree, Wayne. The first 3 are the best. They probably are the best. Yeah. I do agree. Teal said, love the last Mortal Kombat. Again, Matt, you like what you like. You do. Let me pull this down. This is a freaking.
I mean, it had its flaws. Don't get me wrong. It had its flaws.
The guy that played Kano wasn't too bad.
The main guy in its superpower was so nerdy.
Yeah.
Like, that was god awful. Like, he turned into like a gold plated with like some shit on his arms. That was bad. But yeah, I dug the movie, man.
Oh yeah. Wayne says, I have so many Michael Jackson's music on vinyl record, including Michael Jackson Reads E.T. box set. I saw Michael Jackson in concert in 96 in Sydney, Australia. Dude, that's so freaking awesome. The first music album I ever owned in my life was Thriller. That was the first. I got it on a cassette tape, because you're a kid that's like 5 years old. You can't be having records. You don't know how to act. You know what I mean? So it was a cassette tape of Michael Jackson Thriller. So hell yeah, man. That's freaking awesome. You got to see him in concert.
Michael, that's crazy that you say that, because my very first CD, my parents for Christmas got me a little boombox CD player.
Yeah.
And then they got me Michael Jackson's what was the one where he sang, I wouldn't remember what it was called, but Black or White.
Oh shit, that was after the Bad album, I think.
Yeah, what was that one called?
Fuck, I don't remember.
Real elaborate.
Yeah, it was very, and I think Smooth Criminal was on that also, wasn't it?
No.
Was that on Bad? Smooth Criminal was on Bad?
Yeah, it had but that's what I got. So that was my first
oh, that's
CD.
awesome. That is freaking awesome.
Was Michael Jackson. Yeah, that's crazy.
I
Yeah.
love the Bad album too because it had Dirty Diana. Dirty Diana is one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs of freaking all time. That and Billie Jean. So good.
Dude, today when Billie Jean comes on, like it does not matter what I'm doing, like I gotta start like shaking my hips or some shit. Like I just fucking start dancing, like, dude, like yeah.
Freaking Billie Jean. It's so freaking good.
It is. It's Billie Jean. Yeah. Yeah. I do not hate on Michael Jackson, man. Sure.
Teal said Tubi just added the Ochi Jumanji. So you're talking about the OG is in the Robin Williams Jumanji, Teal? Is that the one that they add?
Sure they are.
I really like the newer, like with The Rock and Kevin Hart and Jack Black.
I haven't seen that one.
Dude, they're funny. They're stupid, but they're funny, right?
I bet dude, I like that. I like stupid rock movies, man. Like that one where they village to the center of the earth or whatever. Like dude, that's hysterical.
Now the second Jumanji had Danny DeVito and Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon, Danny Glover. They went along with him for the second ride, and it was fucking hilarious. Because
I bet it is. I'm gonna check that out.
Danny Glover, or not Danny Glover, Danny DeVito's character, his soul inhabited, The Rock, who was, the guy. And so it's funny to watch The Rock like, what's going on here? Like, what are we doing? Like, it's so good. It's okay. I'm lying. It's not good. Like by any means, it's not good, but it made me laugh. You know what I mean? So I enjoy those movies for what they are. For sure.
Stupid funny.
It is. It's stupid. The movie is not good, but it makes me laugh. Russell Dorsey is saying Meet the Parents was the best. Dude, OGs are always the best for sure.
Oh, it was so good.
Let's see. Wayne said I have the original OG Jumanji on DVD, Blu-ray, plus watched it in the theaters. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Teal said finna watch Halloween 78 with the 78 commentary involving John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis after this. Hell yeah, dude. If you have access to it, I do recommend watching the 25th anniversary of Halloween. The DVD special edition had a whole history of Halloween, and I always like to see it from a past perspective because it seems like they've added less to it like then than they do now. And plus you get like interviews with like Deborah Hill and Loomis as well. So it's hell yeah, man. I like watching the older stuff. For sure. Russell said Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation was awful. Hopefully the sequel remake makes up for that. I got you, man. I got you. Teal said we like what we like, and he throws out the laughing emoji. Dude, always welcome here. Always welcome here. Kyle says Thriller is probably the best music video ever. Dude, it was like a short horror movie. It was when I was a kid. I remember my little cousin was scared of Thriller when we were little kids. And I mean, I thought it was freaking awesome. I did. Michael G said, I sang Who's Bad down the hallway in elementary with a group of people behind me. Lasted about a minute when the teacher screamed at me. And it got so you broke into like a musical at your school. That's freaking awesome. You had a musical moment.
You know what, bad?
You know what, bad?
You know
what? Russell saying San Andreas with The Rock or Rampage with The Rock. Rampage was, that was stupid too, but it was funny. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Teal is saying that's amazing, Wayne. My pops used to live in the same apartment building with Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5. He would tell us stories of how nervous yet subtle Mike was. Dude, that is amazing. That is so cool. That is so freaking cool. Oh my God, that is so fucking cool. All right, Matt, let's go ahead and wrap this up, brother. You got any Mad Matt stuff that you want to go over before we get out of here for tonight?
Dude, yeah, actually, what I'll say about Mad Matt's Mask, man, is we are bulking the hell up for this year, man. Our next venture is going to be into Horror Hound March, which I absolutely love, and I hope to see all you guys there. But we're going to be looking to bring our A game to Horror Hound this March. And as far as the shop is going, man, we're trying our best to buy up collections left and right. and like always, bring you guys the best collectibles we possibly can. Man, we just picked up a pretty good collection with some good busts. We got Captain Spaulding in the house, Leprechaun. We got a new Joker. And then just, yeah, dude, we're ready to rock and roll, man. And I believe this is going to be a great year for us. We're going to be hitting both Horror Hounds, March and September. Michael G and I will be doing Days of the Dead in June. And we'll be doing Scarefest as well. So yeah, man, we're full throttle. It's my jam. Yeah, I just want to, I always want to see you guys, stop in the shop, get out to, one of the horror conventions and let me know you're from Movies and Beyond. And I will hook you up because I love you guys. Love this show. And Michael, thanks for having me always, man. I really mean that when I come on and say how much I miss you guys and doing the show.
Hell yeah, man. One quick question about Horror Hound. Is Elvira supposed to be coming this time?
I've not heard that yet.
Okay.
But I do know that when she canceled, she almost immediately said that she was going to try to make that up. So a big possibility, but I don't know for sure, Michael, to say.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Hell yeah. And then one last thing too from the comment. Wayne said Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart is funny. Is that the one where Kevin Hart is like Rocket or Rabbit or something and he does like the backflip and lands like flat on his fucking stomach, like on the concrete? Like I literally was crying when I saw that. I was laughing so damn hard. Like, can you still do the backflip? He's like, I can still do it. And he tries to do it and he lands on his. Oh, it's so fucking funny, man. I think it was that movie. I think it was Central Intelligence, but it was freaking great. Like I laugh at that. I laugh at that scene every freaking time. It's so freaking funny. But yeah, but I wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone. I hope that you guys, we're going to have a great 2026 here at Movies and Beyond. And if you would like to, don't forget to hit that like button. Please leave a comment after the show's over. Click out, come back in, leave a comment what you thought about the show tonight or anything else that you want to leave a comment for. It helps out the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like button, and I will see you guys soon. I will definitely see you guys soon. So Matt, again, thank you, brother. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and get out of here. I will see y'all next time. Peace.
Toodaloo, motherfucker.
Hey, you